2021. So this will be the last installment of Cheers Y'all for this year. And I thought, why not end the year with the martini? I have been putting off doing this particular tutorial because I thought maybe it's just a little bit complicated and maybe nobody cares. But I thought we need to know what the martini is. I just looked it up and the dry martini is number 4 for the top 30 cocktails of 2020. And I know a lot of us order it. Sometimes we wonder, what's the difference? What's a dry martini as opposed to something else? Or a vodka martini, or with a twist, or dirty, or a Gibson, or a Gimlet. There are all these different things you might hear. And y'all remember, I am a mom with a passion for cocktails. I am not a bartender. So I am gonna keep this very simple for you guys, all right? A martini is mostly gin with a little bit of dry vermouth. That's what a martini is. Back when martinis were created in the 19th century, they actually started out mostly vermouth. It was like a vermouth cocktail. But as time has gone on, they have gotten more and more dry. They've gotten drier. And when you hear the term dry martini, what that means is less vermouth. If you were to go to a bar and order a martini, you would probably get 2.5 ounces or so of gin and a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. That's 5 to 1. Liquor to dry vermouth. And that's about what you would get now. If you like it drier, if you like less vermouth, then you might order a martini extra dry. And you might hear that sometimes. So the drier the martini, the less vermouth that you use. You might also hear, I would like a dirty martini. Well, dirty equates olives. So if you hear somebody order a martini, a dirty martini, extra dirty martini, then what they're ordering is a gin martini, 2.5 ounces of gin to about a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, and the bartender might add about a 1/2 ounce or so of olive brine in with that, with a bunch of olives, which makes it extra dirty, and that's all they're talking about there. So you might also hear somebody order a vodka martini, and in that case, they're just using vodka instead of gin. And if they say with a twist, then that means with a peel of citrus. So I think I have decoded all of those words for you, so now you know what people are talking about. Today, we're gonna make 3 different martinis. We're gonna make a vodka martini with a twist. We're gonna make a dirty martini, and then we're also gonna make a gimlet. Every time I hear the word gimlet, I think of Betty Draper from Mad Men. That's the kind of martini she would order, which is basically just a vodka martini with some lime juice in there, some Rose's lime juice. So let's get started. I have a shaker full of ice. Now, if you will remember, I have already done a tutorial on a Vesper, which is James Bond's martini. If you would like that tutorial, you can find that right here. He liked his martinis shaken, not stirred. We're gonna shake them all today. When you shake a martini, there are these little shards of ice that come on the top when you strain it out. It's just so beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's start. Why don't we start with our dirty martini? I don't like a dirty martini, so this is gonna be an adventure for me. But we're just gonna take some gin, London dry gin here, and we're gonna put 2.5 ounces in our cocktail shaker. So that's 2.5. 2.5 ounces. Oops. 2.5 ounces of gin to a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. Now I'm a little bit embarrassed. This is the dry vermouth I have. If I really wanted to make amazing martinis, I would get Dolan dry vermouth. It's so great, but this is what I have. So this is what we're using. 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. And because this is dirty, I'm adding 1/4 ounce of olive brine. I mean, straight from the jar. Here's my jar, straight from the jar. We're gonna put the lid on there and shake. Y'all know Winston Churchill said he liked his martinis so dry that the only amount of vermouth he needed was the amount that he got from looking at the bottle of vermouth from across the room. So we are gonna strain our martini, and like I said, I generally don't like dirty martinis, so this is gonna be an adventure for me. But we've strained it, and I have a little pick here with some olives on it. All right, so there's our dirty martini. Y'all saw what I did, right? 2.5 ounces of gin, 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth with just about 1/4 ounce of olive brine. If you want it extra dirty, then add more olive brine, add more olives. That's the thing about martinis. You gotta find what you like and make it the way you like it. So cheers, y'all. All right, that's okay. I'm gonna put it to the side. All right, next I'm gonna get some new ice. New ice. Now I want to make, this time I'm gonna make a vodka martini with a twist. All right, so to our shaker full of ice, I'm gonna add the same proportions. I'm gonna add 2.5 ounces of vodka. So 2.5 ounces of vodka, 1/2 ounce of vermouth, and then we'll shake that up. That seems really simple. All right, so here we go. This is our vodka martini. I think that the actual term for a vodka martini is a kangaroo, but don't say I said that because I'm not sure. And then instead of making this dirty with olives, we're gonna do this one with a twist. So a twist is just a twist of citrus. Most of the time when I order this in a restaurant, I'll specify because I want a twist of lemon. So, you know, if you wanna specify, then go ahead. Sometimes you'll say with a twist of lime and they say, I don't have lime, I have lemon. Okay, whatever. But we're gonna do a little peel choreography over the top. Here we go. So that is the vodka martini with the twist. Cheers, y'all. I love this one. And then last, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a vodka gimlet, which is just another standard type of martini, but a vodka gimlet has vodka and then Rose's lime, right? So that's what we're gonna use. So to our shaker full of ice, I'm gonna add, this time, I'm gonna add 2 ounces of vodka. The proportions I'm gonna do just a little bit different. So 2 ounces of vodka to 1 ounce of Rose's lime. And y'all, this is Rose's lime. People try to be real fancy and make their own lime juice concoction. Don't do that. Don't do it. Just go to the store and buy Rose's sweetened lime juice, and that's how you make a gimlet. So 1 ounce of Rose's lime. And you know, if you really wanted to be fancy, you could put a twist of lime on this. But I don't think that's needed. So I have another kind of martini glass here. You know, sometimes people will call things martinis like an appletini or an espresso martini or even a Cosmo. Just because it's served in a martini glass does not make it a martini. So y'all remember that. Martinis generally are, what is it? Mostly gin, a little dry vermouth. Mostly vodka, a little dry vermouth, and then there are different variations. I'm not even sure that a gimlet is a traditional martini, but I love it, and so I'm sharing it with y'all. So this is our gimlet. Reminds me of Betty Draper on Mad Men, always ordering the gimlet. So here is our gimlet. You see it's simple, a little bit green, not much. Cheers, y'all. Oh, that's really good. If you're not a big liquor martini lover, then you might actually like this. This has a little bit of lime sweetness and kind of a little bit girly, even though I'm not, y'all know I'm a boozy girl. I love some boozy cocktails. Maybe even this is a little sweet for me. But I've got some martinis to drink, don't I? So I hope y'all have a wonderful new year, wonderful 2021. Let's find the wonderful things about 2020 and be grateful for them and move on, right? Cheers, y'all.